Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honor and praise to the Apostle Elders of GMS that taught me this truth, and peace and blessing to the Akim that has their life daily pushing this truth with sincerity. To the Aqua listener learners, Aqua, um, Shalom, and this video is on being a man. At all times, Israelite man supposed to behave themselves as such. You know, um, and with that said, the Most High require Israelite man at all times to hold himself up as men. Uh, um, this is Isaiah uh, um, 46:8. Remember this and show themselves men and bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. And it was a sin for a man, an Israelite man, not to behave such as a man. You know, there was no such thing as an Israelite man acting all soft or scary or anything like that. Look at King David. Even when he was from a youth, he behaved violently as such as a man required as a man to be. You know, he acted bravely. When he was a shepherd. You know, and this is how we supposed to act. We supposed to act like the men that gave up examples of how to live. You know, even when the Most High inquired Job. The Most High told him in Job 3:8, "Get up thy loins like a man, for I will demand thee, and answer thou me." This is the Most High inquiring Job. Get up your loins, like a man. You know, and the Most High spoke to him out of a whirlwind when he did this. You know, start at 1, Job 3:8, 38:1, Slakia, and then the Most High Yahweh answered Job out of a whirlwind and said, "Who is this that darkened counsel by words without knowledge? Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand thee. Answer thou me. Where wast thou when I laid the foundations of the earth and declared if thou hast understanding?" The Most High, it's like, motherfucker, where was you at when I laid down the foundations of the earth? Where is your understanding on what I did when I did it? You know, who had laid the measures thereof? And if thou knowest, who has stretched the line upon it? Most High was asked some questions that Job could not respond or answer to, and whereupon the foundations thereof fastened, and who laid the cornerstone thereof? And Job couldn't answer none of these questions, but the main point is, the Most High told him to gird up thy loins. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. To be a man. He wanted him to be a man. Job was crying, moaning. The Most High was afflicting him, but the end, the Most High still required him to behave and conduct himself as a man. And we got even more scriptures on Israelite men's being told to behave like men. This is Second Maccabees, First Maccabees 2:64. Therefore, ye my sons, be violent and show yourself men in the behalf of the law, for by it ye shall obtain glory. Is plenty of examples. The seven Maccabee brothers showing themselves as men because of the law, statutes, commandments the Most High gave the children of Israel. Eleazar and in Second Maccabees, the 6th chapter, and I'm gonna go into that. You know, showing yourself as a man, as an example of being a man, living for the law, statutes, commandments the Most High gave you righteously. You know, this is First Corinthians 6:9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. And when we go into that word, effeminate, because I had make sure I want to key on that word, effeminate. You know, malakos, soft to the touch. A metaphor in a bad sense, effeminate, of a catamite, of a boy who kept for alternative relations with a man. A male who submits his body to unnatural lewdness, a male prostitute. You know, it's a sin for a man to be doing such things. These sins are worthy to be put to death, according to the law, statutes, commandments. You know, you know. Shit, I might get a strike for this video. I don't give a fuck. Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of heaven, a kingdom of Yahweh. What's it right after effeminate? No abusers of themselves with mankind. That's a sin right there from the jump. A man lying down with mankind as womankind. That's a sin being worthy put to death, according to the scriptures. You know. These alternative lifestyles, all that's going against what the scriptures say do. And, it's against nature. The first covenant, the first commandment the Most High gave everything that he created was be fruitful and multiply. This is 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. Hey, you put away one to play all the fucking time. You put away that silly childish nature. Childish shit. You start being more serious about what you're doing. And this is the Apostle Paul saying that. And you Christians always want to say about you wacky tacky Christians, but you don't want to heed to none of the laws, statute commandments of this whole book. Hey, the law ain't done away with. Hey, the law is still in effect. Hey, the Apostle Paul said the law is just and good. You know, hey, even Yahushua said, "I come not to destroy the law nor the prophets, but to establish." Roughly paraphrasing. You know, this is 1 Corinthians 14 and 20. Brethren, be not children in understanding, howbeit in malice. Be ye children, but in understanding, be men. You know, in the law, it is written, with men of their tongues and with other lips we speak unto the people, for yet for all that will that will they not hear me, said Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And that's the reason why, and that's another reason why we're going through all the hell that we're going through, because you so-called Jakes, you so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, hey, you don't want to hear the law. You know, you don't want to walk in the law, statutes, commandments the Most High gave us, because you're so busy living in pleasure. You know, you're on that soft, docile, weak nature. You know, but men of the Most High, they wasn't soft and docile. You know, go along to get along back then in that time. You know, this is 1 Corinthians 16 and 13. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith. The law, statutes, commandments. The faith is the whole road. Hey, the law, statutes, and commandments the Most High gave us. And quit you like men, be strong. We supposed to stand up and be strong like men. And here's a main example. A main example of standing up strong like a man is Yahweh Shai. You know, the way he lived, he walked on this earth. The prophets before him, the apostles after him. You know, those are examples of being men. This is another example of being a man, living as a man and dying as a man. You know, this is 2nd Ezra 6 and 18. Alexar, one of the principal scribes, a aged man, a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh, but rather choosing to die gloriously like a man, than to live with a stain of such abomination, spit it forth and came to his own accord to the torment. It's abomination for an Israelite man to eat swine flesh or even touch it. Get the fuck in your room. You know, but and spit it forth that came to his own accord to the torment, as it behooved them to come that were resolute to stand out against such things, as is not lawful for love of life to be tasted. It is not lawful to, according to the law, statutes, commandments, for just to extend your life just a little while longer to transgress the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High gave the children of Israel. It's not lawful to do such things. You know, and it's still not lawful. The new swine is the RFID microchip. It's not lawful for you to take that just to extend your life just a little while longer. Hold fast to the law, statutes, commandments that the Most High gave you. You know, I'm about to end this video. When people start waking up around me, I pray this video was edifying to the hopeful elect. Remember, conduct yourself as man. If it needs to, if it comes down to it, if you have to give your life for the law, statutes, commandments, do it so manfully, and willfully. So with that said, all praises Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakadash. Double honor, apostle praises, double honor and praises to the apostle elders of GMS and elder apostles that taught me this truth. A shalom.